Hello, people. Welcome to the new series on how to do a catboy voice, yo. This is presented by the Catboy Chemical Society, yo. You already know the members, yes. So then, the first step and the most important is vocal feminization, yo. Because if you not feminize your vocals, then it will not sound like a catboy, it will sound different, yo. And then the most important part of being a catboy, yes. There are many means to do this thing, yo. Classic heat from the fire, yo. You know, in some catboys, they can go all feminine, but most of them only partially feminized voice, yes. An example would be, if I drop the other technique, it'd be, yes, so I'm talking like this right now, and this is how I talk without the other technique I'll mention later, yo.
Now, the main way that I actually learned how to feminize my voice is I actually first started to whisper at higher register because you notice that if you go ha, right? Or
Ha,
compare those two. If you whisper, when you go ha, it's more like the sound of like howling wind. That would be a male type voice. But in a female voice, it's like more like wispy. It's like it sounds more like a wisp. So you gotta come from the sound of howling wind to a sound of wispiness that a female whisper would have. You can look up videos on female whispering, maybe some ASMRs at that. I don't really know. But anyway, once you've gotten the whispering down, you then have to vocalize. Just say vowels first, like A, E, I, O, U. A is the best one because it's like the most normalized. So you go from ha to
ha,
and
ha.
yeah, that's what you gotta do for vocal feminization. So,
The next part is throat singing, yo. And when you do catboy voice, the overtone is required to make stuff sound like this. And that's how the bright hints are made, yo. It's partially used but not fully used and somewhat modified with other techniques to get the ideal result, yo. But it somehow also helps get the vocal fry effect of a catboy voice, yes. Yo.
the modified form of throat singing is what I mean is with a low register, right? If I do the cat boy voice, it sounds like,
Yes, how are you doing?
like, you need that, you need to sound like that, like, that's a modified form. It sounds terrible. But of course, if you raise the larynx, it will sound,
ah.
you know? So it's very important to learn how to do overtones in general in order to sound like a cat boy. Because it's what gives you those bright hints.
So the next part is softening the voice. You need to soften the voice in order to make softer hints because the voice is all about art and expression and you need to have a contrast between the hard yo and the soft yo, depending on the mood and the theme, yes. And to make it sound you gotta make your oropharyngeal cavity smaller, but at the same time, you also gotta make your relax your vocal cords, yes. And that puts that strain in them, allowing you for greater endurance, yo. Now the next part is purring, because if you purr, it helps convey the emotion that cannot be conveyed by words, yo. There are many different kinds of purrs to convey different moods, and there are many methods to do them, but they have similar results but work fundamentally different, yo. The method I use is where I make a humming tone like while sinking the uvula into my vocal cords, so it sounds like and I can modify this to get a different moods, yes, like is more lighter in tone, and I can use that for cute moments. But if I harshen it, I can convey frustration, yo. Like, bring is the light, spirit and passion will always reside. Deep in your heart, your compassion is kind. Trying to bury your yearning desire, emotion on fire. Part 5. Singing in general, yes. And when you sing, the absolute vocal control and expression, yo. This allows you to be able to speak with more soul into every word like this, yes. You know? And not just with speaking, instead with singing. Like, for example, you can sing your favorite anime tune, yes? Like, emergency, lady, 奴らはクレイジーンザダウン、うちにこもってぐるぐるぐる。Yeah, that's all the folks, and you can see that on the right in my Discord server. We got Catboy Speech, which will help you talk like a catboy by replacing all your message, yo. And all of that can be found in the Catboy Chemistry Society Discord, yes. The link will be on the description below. Now with Patreon and other stuff, you can support me, yo.